male coming forward, his lost memories. I feel like either he was stabbed in the heart or stabbed in the chest, but I definitely know that his lost memory, there was injury to this part. I was around that sort of heart chest area. I feel he's young when he passes. He's not an old fella or anything. There's definitely youthfulness to him. I feel like it was. I don't feel that he wasn't one for bringing trouble, or he was very innocent. That's what I'm trying to say. He didn't look for sort of someone to fight. This just came to him. It wasn't something that he went looking for. I also get a sense too with him, he feels fit. He feels like a fella that was very fit in his life, somebody that would have enjoyed fitness and looking after himself and his body really well. So what do we think, just to start me off? Can anybody relate to these first wee bits? One or two? Hiya? And this lady here?
Yeah.
All of it?
Yeah.
All of it? Do you understand the injury to this part? You're not looking convinced?
Not so much, I think he was down here.
Okay. Was your one here?
Well, he was stabbed in the back, but it went
Into the heart?
Yeah.
Not too sure. Can I keep working with the two of you? Alright. Do you know if he was out that night? He's talking about he was out, because I'm not seeing like a fight in a house or something broke out, or, do you know, I feel like he was out. And because I feel like a fight comes to him. It wasn't that he was looking for it, and that's why I'm saying he was innocent. So does that relate okay?
Yeah.
He's also showing me, was he in a bar though? Was he in a bar? I feel like I'm in a bar or a club or something.
The trouble
Started in the bar?
A lot of months back in a bar, and then it's led to this.
Okay, let me keep going with him. He's also given me a feeling, do you understand where he was quite a stocky looking fella? Because he showed me, you know, he wasn't a thin fella, like he definitely holds himself well, and I feel like if somebody did sort of, you know, bring a fight to him, he could handle that. If he, not that he went looking for it, but that's the kind of, you know what I mean, people would have been a wee bit afraid because of how he looked. And I feel he's a bit of height, if you don't mind me saying, you know, I feel like I'm 6 foot, I feel I've got big guns on me, that's the way he's saying. He's full of personality, he's a real, what about you? You know, he's a real bloke, he's a real fella. Does that make sense? Because that's the way he's coming through. Now, he wants to just put his lips on you. So was he somebody that, you know, was he very affectionate towards you or something?
More to my partner, I didn't really, I knew him, but he's my partner's friend. So when he says that, I'm like,
I know, I'm thinking exactly, I'm glad I had a glass of water there. I'm thinking, was he trying to kiss
but
you?
he was that kind of, he was a real raker.
Okay, that's fine. I am feeling though he did have a partner or a girlfriend at that time, because he is saying to me, Angela, I have a girl. But somebody he was settled with, somebody that he was relaxed. It wasn't somebody who was just dating or saying, you know, there was a good, bit more of a longer term relationship. To get that okay? Now, he's also taken me, is there any connection to North Belfast? I keep wanting to go up North Belfast, or was there people over that side of town you would have known?
I'm not sure.
Not too
He
sure.
was well known.
Alright, now I'm asking him why he would share that. Do you know, going back a wee bit, you may have to check on 1 or 2 things. Was he ever involved with boxing?
I'll have to check that, but I would have been past him.
Alright, because I have a feeling from it that at one stage he was into boxing and clubs and of that kind of nature, and then that's where the North Belfast would sort of connect in. But you can check with your partner afterwards, okay? But let me keep going. But he feels to be lovely. I don't feel there was a lot of injuries that he injured, you know, it feels nearly that it sort of just took him, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't, some people obviously go to hospital and, you know, they have that. I don't get that with him. I feel he more or less sort of died where the scene was. Does that relate okay? And he's shown me here that he did try to fight back. He wants to let you know that, you know, don't be thinking he just, you know, even though it was taken from the back and into the chest, you know, he still turned around and he tried to defend himself. And I also have a feeling there was a couple of people. I'm not getting just one person, but obviously it takes one to do the damage. But I do feel like he was nearly jumped on, or there was several people that came behind him. Does that make sense? Because if I'm looking, I feel like nearly, if I look behind me, I can see 6 people in my mind. There was 6. There was 6. Now, not all 6 done what they needed to do, but they sort of, and I'm not going to be too detailed in a way to sort of bring all that horror back up, but maybe just for evidence purposes, because he is showing me here that, Yeah, there was 3 of them on top of him. That's what he said. Was he in the street?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a street.
Yeah.
Because I feel like my last memories, that's where I lay, and that's where I'm taken, and that's where, and he says angels came. Angels came. How amazing is that? I know, isn't that goosey? You have to get goosebumps. But he's just showing me when he passed, even though he's on his own, because they run, and there was a car waiting, he said to me. He's just showing me that they jumped into the car, and away they went, and everybody then, and even get rid of clothing. There's something about whatever weapons or whatever was used, they get rid of the evidence as fast as they could. Does that make sense to you? Because he's just shown me his last memories is just being on the ground. And I feel like one of the local houses of where it was, there must have been somebody came out, or they heard everything that went on and rang the ambulance and the police and everything of that nature. Does that make sense? But a whole then big inquiry into then what happened, or this was all into a murder inquiry then, does that relate?
Yeah.
But I don't think everything, because he said to me here that not everybody who was involved with it got prosecuted. So do you understand where people are still almost walking the streets today, and family and friends who are close to him would know who's who or what's what? Does that relate okay? He's very strong in the way he wants to come through. And now he's just doing this because all of a sudden I can just see Sunday papers as well as local papers. There was write-ups, articles that was done for him, but in the Sunday papers, not even just one, and a couple. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
Was there almost like this feud thing that went on? I feel like, because as I look at the Sunday paper, I feel there's a bit more drama than what I felt initially. Even though he didn't go out of his way to look for this feud, it came to his door. And because he was so sort of manly, and he didn't want people to think he was going to back down, I think he sort of stepped up to the plate a little bit.
Yeah.
But then it ended up, obviously, it caused a lot of trouble for him. And for part of his family too, he said.
Yeah.
Part of his family as well.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
He's doing good, isn't he? I'm curious. I'm asking him why he's here. He shared the whole story of everything that happened in detail, and then allows you to say it's definitely him. All right. And I feel like the family, because he doesn't want people. This is why he's here. He doesn't want people to retaliate. That's important, because he feels that there's still a lot of ominosity and people still wanting to go out of their way to get the people who they think. Do you get that? And he's saying to me, no, there's been enough trouble. And he says he's drawn a line almost, and it's almost that wee expression of draw a line under it. And sometimes you have to bow down so that there's not more trouble. He doesn't want no more trouble, because it just feels like there's repeats of this, and he feels that he doesn't want anybody else to get caught up in the broil of what he was caught up in. Does that make sense? Yeah. And it's kind of bringing your boyfriend into it now, if you don't mind me saying. All right, I know, you ready for this one? Is this your mummy beside you here?
Yeah.
Well, she knows it all anyway now. Everybody else knows the story. So let me go on just for another wee minute before we move on to a different communication. But he's saying to me here that I'm seeing a set of reins. So for me, it's almost as if he's trying to pull your boyfriend back, and for him not to get. Now, you're very good that way of keeping him calm, and I think he's kind of stepped out of it a wee bit now. He's not in the whole centre of it in the way that it used to be. Does that relate?
Yeah.
And he still wants to give you a kiss. And I know what, not like a big lumbering kiss, of course, but I feel like he just wants to give you a kiss, a hug, I love you, you're amazing. You must have been good to him, you must have been, because I feel it was when you were in each other's company, there was always good crack and a few drinks, and I think he maybe sort of had a wee notion to the odd bit of partying or something, do you know, if that's okay to say, because I'm not saying just drinks with him. I think he maybe went beyond that a wee bit at times, and you're looking at him when we say not for that one. So do you get that? He says, but I'm good. He says, that's just memories, but I'm good. He's good in spirit. I'm good. I'm well. He's saying, I'm well. Did you know something called Ian?
He's called Ian?
No way.
That's his name.
He just said Ian to me as clear as powerful, isn't